Let's round out our Padres prospects list as voted on by our Padres mission writers. Here are the 5 best prospects in San Diego's pipeline per our team. Number 5 is Miguel Mendez. Mendez was a quick riser in 2025. He began the season in low A ball, and before 2025 ended, he'd crossed into the high levels and made a handful of starts at Double A. The numbers support such a rapid ascent through the system too. He made just 3 starts and threw 11 innings with Lake Elsinore. Therein, he allowed 5 runs on 11 hits, but also struck out 18 hitters. That penchant for swings and misses earned him a dozen starts at the next level in Fort Wayne with the Tin Caps. He built on this early success in posting a 1.32 earned run average, a 29% strikeout rate, and a 9.8% walk rate in 61 1/3 innings pitched. Number 4 is Bradgley Rodriguez. After a successful big league call-up last September and a strong spring training this year, Rodriguez appears ready to handle a full-time role in the Padres' loaded bullpen. That's a pretty big accomplishment for a 22-year-old who has spent half of his pro career injured. Rodriguez faced just 31 hitters over 7 2/3 innings in the majors in 2025, but we can still glean much from how he attacked them. He threw a 4-seamer, a sinker, a changeup, and a cutter. The sinker and 4-seamer velocity increased by a full mile per hour to 98.3 and 98.8, while the cutter velo increased by 0.9 miles an hour to 89.2. The sinker and change showed sizable horizontal movement with 15.3 and 16.0 inches of arm side run, respectively. Some of that movement can be attributed to a drop in arm angle from 56% to 46.8. He's lowered that angle to alleviate some stress on his arm. Number 3 is Kruz Schoolcraft. Schoolcraft's professional career has barely begun. He made 1 minor league appearance at the end of the 2025 season, turned 19 earlier this month, and his profile suggests that, look, his development's going to take some time, but the good news, there's evidence to suggest it may not be a lot of time. He still could rise quickly for several reasons. He already throws 3 pitches, a mid to high 90s fastball from a left side with good extension, a changeup with plenty of deception, and a slider with depth. Prior to the draft, MLB.com gave both the fastball and slider a 60 grade on the 20 to 80 scouting grade scale. He has the ability to be dominant in this league at 6'8", but as we've seen early on this year, he's got to reel that command in just a little bit. Number 2 is Kash Mayfield. The San Diego Padres organization has been extra cautious with Mayfield ever since they took the left-hander 25th overall in the 2024 MLB draft. They delayed his pro debut until last April, and then the team capped his workload for low A Lake Elsinore tightly. Mayfield never worked more than 5 innings or threw more than 80 pitches in a game. When he did take the mound, though, he showed a lot of promise. Over 19 games, all of them starts, in 60 2/3 innings, Mayfield produced a 2.97 earned run average, a 34% strikeout rate, and a 3.14 strikeout to walk ratio. He was excellent at keeping the ball in the yard, allowing just 2 long balls in a relatively hitter-friendly environment. His 10.9% walk rate was a blemish, if only slightly, given his youth and lack of consistent reps. And number 1 on our list, to probably nobody's shock, Ethan Salas. Despite being born in Florida, Salas qualified as an international free agent with family ties to Venezuela. As a 16-year-old, he was the number 1 prospect in the 2023 class, signing with the Padres for a $5.6 million bonus. At the time, the largest handed out in the current capped system. Salas, who played with players twice his age in the Venezuelan Winter League just months prior to signing, made his debut in the Padres organization 2 days before his 17th birthday, playing for the low A Lake Elsinore Storm. The lack of offense started to dampen his prospect luster as Baseball America dropped him to number 31 and MLB Pipeline to number 33 entering 2025. Now 18 years old, Salas went up to Double A, where he was 5 years younger than the average player in the Texas League. But just 10 games into the season, his campaign came to an abrupt end with a stress reaction in his lower back. The best ability is availability. Yeah, that applies pretty well to Salas here, so long as he can also up his offensive output. If you enjoy breakdowns like this, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. Check out our link in the description below where you can find the articles on all 5 of these players. And we will catch you in the next video.